No, everybody, I've got a new NFT for you. It's to swipe. Oh, wait. To swipe. Yeah. That's it. Non-familiar tokens. There we go. Actually, I feel like you have to go through some legal procedures to get your family to be non-family anymore. I just love being able to come and chill with everybody here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and reveal who our GM is, because we're going to have a heck of a time. Come on in, Hedge Maze. Oh, geez. Wait, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Whoa, wow. Hello there, Hedge Maze. Oh no, did I mess everything up? Can I hear you? Are you there? Can you hear me? Can we hear?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I will turn you up a little bit to make sure we do get your wonderful, beautiful voice. Hello there.
Hey. Wait, is it working now?
Yes, it's working great.
Okay, great. Discord is working today.
That's a Discord for you. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy though. You know what? The game that you're giving out today, I think it was this past week that I was going through games and I stumbled across it and I was like, this could potentially work as a game.
Yeah, this one's fun. I'm not being so mean today. This is a round 1 game.
You know, you say you're not being mean, but at the same time, this game isn't good. Like, I looked at it and I was like, it's kind of fun. There's some really strats in order to play this. I don't want to say anything just in case one of our players is accidentally listening, which you shouldn't be. Close the stream right now. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's one of the games where you need the manual, which I did not give them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so no manual. Why does it need a manual? Because it's old. It's very old.
Yeah, it's one of these old games that gives you all the lore and all the entire walkthrough and everything you need to know, and they absolutely cannot have any of that.
Okay.
I gave them the little blurb about the game, and I told them what controls they need, and I told them what the goal is. That's all they need.
Yeah, I mean, they're good players, right? They're going to be able to figure it out. So what game do we have today?
You know, so I brought a licensed Atari 2600 game last time, and the players loved that. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody loved that. So
good old Ghostbusters, too.
Yeah, it's a classic. So, of course, I am back with another one. I am here with Chuck Norris Superkicks for the Atari 2600.
Oh, it's so funny, you know, that I was playing it earlier and then I saw pictures in the GM discussion. I'm like, oh, I know that. I know that game. That's a fun one. Yeah, so kicks and punches aplenty, you know. This was before Chuck Norris was really known for all his wonderful, beautiful punches or kicks. And he was mostly known for being awesome. I mean, I guess he was always known for being Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and check with our players to make sure they are all streaming. I think Rearview Mirror is the only one who's not.
Yeah, I'm looking at the race channel. If everybody figures it out.
Yeah,
I do like the reactions when I told them, how does everyone feel about licensed Atari 2600 games? And I got some, oh god, no answers, so
Those were your friends, weren't they?
What?
Do you have any friends in this match?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say you weren't going to have them after the match.
Oh no, probably not.
Yeah.
I have done the Kuso6rande experience, though. I have made my friends play my Atari 2600 games blind, though.
I'm so glad. Like, honestly, everybody needs to experience the 2600 every once in a while. Because... Yeah. Okay, there are some games that people remember fondly, but most of it is not good. Like, not good. And honestly, most of the games on the Atari 2600, you can get the general gist of what's happening after about 2 seconds of gameplay. This isn't really the case with the game that we have coming today, though.
No, this is a special game. This is a special, special game, and I think people will realize immediately why I chose this.
Yeah, I think whenever we stumble across that, when it comes to games on old systems, you have a gem, you know, and a lot of the times they were actually very revolutionary games for the time. It's just that time has kind of made them age poorly, we shall say, you know?
Yeah, I think this one has a lot of interesting things going for it at the time. Like, I'll talk about that when we get into it, but I think there's a lot of things, like, for considering how early this is, I think it's trying a lot of things that are pretty early for what it's trying to do.
I mean, this came out in 1983, and Ghostbusters 2 that you brought, that was in 1990, wasn't it?
Yeah, so this is like a decade earlier, and it's probably a better game?
I would say it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. People are bringing up River Raid. Yeah, there are the handful of classics that everybody should try playing at one point or another, because if you do, you will see there is something beautiful about them. And honestly, there are some games from that time period that, you know, the ideas never came back, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ideas that were... It's just interesting to see people figuring out, like, what a home video game could be at the time.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of the ideas that are from that time period could come back as itch.io games, or even as, like, $1 or $2 games on Steam, and they would do extremely well, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my personal opinion. I don't know how correct I am, but if you do ever see an idea, everybody watching, that seems like a lot of fun, that, you know, you'd like to copy a little bit, like, game mechanics aren't copyrighted. You can go ahead and use them. Steal.
Yeah.
Steal. Make something cool. Anyway, that's my opinion, and I would really like... I'm a big fan of what I call bite-sized games, you know, games that you can play a little bit and enjoy, and, you know, you're not going to be spending probably more than an hour or two, unless you really, really like the game, but it's okay because, you know, you bought it for cheaper than a candy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that those would be very successful if they became more normalized, you know?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of little tiny games like on itch or
yeah,
like random places on the internet. A lot of interesting ideas people have.
There are so many good ideas out there. I need to play more of the itch.io games. There's one that I really want to play that's like some Tea Garden one. I don't think it's out yet, but I've been eyeing this for a long time.
All right, well.
Okay, well, I see Big Mike's stream is live. I hear audio from it. I'm just waiting for one of our players to get the game up. I don't know what music Big Mike's listening to, but this is pretty good.
Oh yeah, this is another game that has more sound than it has music.
Well, I like sound.
Who doesn't like sounds? We like beeps and boops.
I recall from playing this game that the music isn't too bad. Or
yeah,
not the music, the sound, the beeps and boops. Like, they're very tolerable beeps and boops, you know? Very enjoyable.
Yeah, there are definitely worse beeps and boops that I could have brought today. But I did not.
Yeah. Okay, I am getting very close to having everything look good. Our players are all streaming, which is Great, that's exactly what I want. Just a minute or two. Oh my gosh. Hedgemaze, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Well, good.
I think this should be a fun game here.
Honestly, I'm so glad that you joined GMing this year. It's been a blast to have you so far, and it's been a blast to have you in Don't Make Us Bored. Like, yeah, and the thing is, like, when were you first around? I'm trying to remember.
I've been here since Kuso6rande, but I used to, like, lurk more. But yeah, Don't Make Us Bored was, like, the first... Like, I'm disabled, so I can't, like, actually be in the tournament. So, like, Don't Make Us Bored was, like, really... I really appreciated it, because it was a way that I could contribute that, like, I could actually do. And it's been a lot of fun. Like, I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really glad that you are, even if some of your setups for the games like Oregon Trail have been something special. Absolutely special, and I love it. Well, everybody, we have the 4 players here. Yeah, don't look too much at... Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to watch the stream, Mike. You're not supposed to watch Captain America ads, Mike. Well, come on. I have ads blocked, but I can't block... Well, not blocked. I have Twitch Nitro, whatever it is. Nitroglycerin, Dynamite, Twitch Dynamite. I've got Twitch Dynamite. But I can't block other people who don't block ads. Yeah, that's right, everybody. I pay for the opportunity to run Kuso6rande. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Ready here. And I know we have some Kuso6rande rookies here, so maybe we need some setup going on here.
Thank you, by the way, for the raid that we had from Stream Hatman, the sub from Chubo. Honestly, all of the support that you all give is great. Please don't resize. No. Oh my gosh. Hedge maze. I just need people to stop moving their stuff. Stop moving the stuff. I'm just whatever. I'm gonna do the countdown. Yeah, Discord was covering the game, but whatever. Okay, there we go. And everybody, get ready. What emotes do they need to spam? Obviously, any kicking. If you have feet.
Yeah, kicking, punching, anything related to martial arts or fighting or grass.
Grass. Or these little... Wait, why are the things from Stardew Valley here?
Yeah, if you got those, sure.
The Juminos or whatever it's called.
Yeah, ninjas. Yeah, a lot of ninjas. And Asia, generic Asia.
Generic Asia?
Yeah, we'll see what the manual has to say about the lore here. Okay.
Yeah, good spamming
some good
there.
Emotes. Seeing some good emotes.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good emotes. Let's see, how can I buy us some time? Oh, it looks like our bot to do the countdown in Discord is back.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We like robots here. especially
Okay.
robot cops.
So spam, 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 because the countdown is starting, and as soon as I see movement on one of the screens, I will start our timer. And there we go.
Okay, we got Chuck walking here.
Look at him go. Oh shoot, I have the game as Moonwalker for arcade. No, let me change that. Chuck Norris Superkicks. Oh my gosh. It's fixed. It's not fixed on my screen. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Yeah, it's Walker Texas Ranger, not Moonwalker, okay? Big difference between Michael Jackson and Chuck Norris, as a matter of fact. So, Hedgemaze, talk to me a little bit about what we're seeing here.
So, I don't know if I've seen any... Oh, I think, yep, there's some people doing it. Yep, okay. So, if you see anyone walking into the grass, they're getting hurt, because the grass is very sharp and it's hurting Chuck's feet.
I mean, it's... it's like Die Hard, you know?
Yeah, so, okay, so this game doesn't actually have damage. You don't actually die, because I don't want to make any Chuck Norris memes for the next hour, but, you know, he's supposed to be a invincible guy, I guess. Anyway, so he doesn't get hurt, but he loses time. So we have 6 minutes, in theory, in which Chuck, he's starting as a white belt, somehow. I don't know why, but he's starting as a white belt.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, and he's supposed to earn all the belts on the way to this monastery to rescue a, air quotes, famous leader who's being held hostage by the ninjas. And so we have, in theory, 6 minutes to do that. And we get more time as we go along, but you lose time when these enemies are fighting you and when you touch the grass and when you go the wrong way in the path. Because sometimes you go the wrong way and you run into a fallen log, and Chuck can't go around. He just can't. He's got to go back. And he can't go through the grass because the grass hurts.
Like, why the crap does it say a famous leader? Like, the manual doesn't even say who it is, just a famous leader.
Yeah, it's just a famous leader. Which leader? Where are we? I don't know.
The famous one.
Presumably somewhere Asian. Yeah. Yeah, do you want to read the blurb, or should I read the blurb?
Yeah, let me go ahead. You are Chuck Norris, trying to reach an ancient monastery to rescue a famous leader that is being held hostage. Beware! Dangerous warriors lie in waiting to spoil your efforts to reach your goal. You begin your journey as a white belt to the first belt in the sport of karate. By defeating the attackers, scoring points, and learning new martial skills, you will earn each of the colored belts associated with the Tang Soo-do style of karate. You must achieve the highest rank of all, the black belt, in order to reach and enter the monastery, which is guarded by the fearsome ninja assassins.
Yep. Oh. So you can see by everybody... So we're tracking this game by score, because the score is tied to progress and also how many enemies you fight. The game doesn't actually have an ending. It doesn't, like, say you win. So the way that it ends is you're supposed to get to the monastery and fight ninjas until you run out of time. So we're tracking this by score, but it's roughly the same thing as progress. So if you look at everybody's score, they're different colors. So, because it's based on what belt they have. There's white, orange, green, purple, brown, black.
Oh my gosh, you can jump? Sorry, I'm just seeing Monhunzer jumping, and I have no idea how you do that.
Yeah, so there's different... So this is a fighting game, which I find fascinating, because this is from 1983. Like, in the sense of it being a kind of game where you have different attacks that are different for different enemies. Like, I was trying to figure out what's the earliest fighting game like that, and that isn't just like a boxing game. Like a game that has different moves. I don't know. This seems very early for that.
I think so. Like, Karateka definitely had some similarities to that, but I do think it came after this. Maybe? I don't know when Karateka was.
I couldn't find anything that was really earlier than this, so it's interesting. But anyway, so to explain this to people, there are different moves you learn along the way. So, like, first you have to you press the joystick button and down, and that's thrust kick. And in the first scene, you're fighting the Yakuza Warriors. They're known for protecting their upper bodies, shown by their arm movement. Because you know this about the Yakuza, you can defeat them by using the thrust kick, which attacks the lower body. So they don't know that, but they have to figure that out. And so then so they're trying to throw what the manual calls Chinese stars or shuriken at you. I don't know why they're calling them Chinese stars, but okay. And you have to dodge those.
That's Chinese stars. Come on.
Yeah.
Also, these are not Yakuza at all. I've played Yakuza.
Yeah.
And you always had better hair than these guys.
Yeah. This game plays fast and loose with the concepts of martial arts and Asian people. But here we are. Oh yeah, so this forearm block, which is left or right, and the button.
So
And
what's
as you go
strange
along, you
about
learn
the
other moves.
fighting is that you have to repress the button every single time
Yeah.
in order to do it. And that is what tripped me up the most. As soon as you do an attack, if you keep attacking or holding directions, you won't do anything,
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit of work in order to get back to where you can deliver a punch or a kick. However, it seems like it's relatively easy to line yourself up in a way that the enemies can't hit you, but you can hit them.
Yeah, you also can't attack if you're still moving, so you have to stand still and get in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, so then, so the first was the Yakuza, then there was the Robo Warriors? I don't know who that's supposed to be, but that's the scene. You press fire and up to punch them. Because they protect their lower body, shown by their arm movement, so you know to punch them.
Are those the Dorobo that you're talking about?
Yeah. That's in scene 3. I don't remember what color that is.
Those are thieves.
Okay.
It says it's thieves in the manual. They're warriors as well. They're thieves and warriors, and they protect their lower bodies. So you have to punch them in their head. Or kick them in the head, I guess. Whatever. They're by the lake is what it says.
Right. Yeah, here's the lake.
Ah, I can tell. Well,
yeah,
water.
so you gotta punch these guys.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure out these enemies' weaknesses. But that's fine.
My favorite thing is that, so it's an Atari that only has 4 directions. And so there are different moves until you start running out of directions, and then the moves start doing different things.
Okay, explain.
Right. So the block, you can't do the block until after halfway through the game, because then you learn the somersault super kick, which uses the same control, and it's much better. But they don't know that it's going to change. Why would it suddenly change halfway through the game? It just does.
That is amazing.
I like the lawnmower guys, or the wheelbarrow guys just standing around.
Well, I mean, you can't just stop working just because some Chuck Norris dude is going through Asia punching people. Yeah,
they're not concerned. It's not their problem. Yeah, so you'll see if you go down the wrong path, and it's random every time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's random.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, of course it's random.
I mean, dumb, but also amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I kind of think it's interesting. This game has, I don't know how random it is, but it has random encounters. Like, how early are random encounters in games? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, when I was playing this, I was wondering if the encounters were random or if they're in set locations as you're progressing. And it just seems like they're random.
Yeah, they seem to be.
And I like that. Like, I was fascinated seeing this. I think that there may have been a few earlier, but I can't think of any.
Yeah, like, this isn't, like, a great game, but I am impressed with the things it was doing in 1983. Like, it does fit a number of screens and different things in the cartridge.
Ah, there we go. Dragon Stomper, 1982. That had random encounters as well. So, but at the same time, who would have played that? I don't think...
Yeah, that one was on the cassette system or whatever that was.
Yeah, the Star Path.
Yeah.
Star Path Supercharger. By the way, thank you everybody for watching, and Mifa and KM Lone Mouse Wolf for subscribing and supporting the channel, as well as the prizes that we give out during the brackets. Thank you, thank you. Mike just got stuck a little bit in the grass, but luckily it looks like you get what was I gonna say? Oh, extra time when you move on to the next area.
Yes.
So, question here. How exactly are we tracking progress?
We're tracking this by score.
Okay.
So it'll be pretty obvious how far they get because we can see the color of their score, and if somebody gets to the end, then we know that they are in the lead. But if because it is possible for somebody to figure this game out and complete it, then we're telling them to start over and try and get a better score.
Good.
Because the score is the score is based on your progress and then how many ninjas you beat at the end. So.
Oh my gosh.
Because in the end, they start going invisible, and they start jumping around, and they start getting faster and faster. So it's how many can you beat by the time you run out of time.
Yep. Oh, yep. Big Mike ran into the log and starting over. That's completely fine.
Yep.
So I'm taking a look. Yeah, left forearm block and right forearm block are only on screens 2 and 3, and then turns into a somersault super kick. Is the super kick any good?
It's the best move because you don't have to be close to them. You can just do your kick.
Honestly, the blocks are dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never successfully blocked anything. I tried.
But once you're more accomplished, Chuck Norris, you don't need to block because you're too good. You forget how to block.
Well, yeah, simply put, best offense is good punch. Good kick. Good punch kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I would say that for the time that this came out on a home platform, this would actually have been a lot of fun. I could see myself spending a lot of time playing this. Like, sure, I wasn't born for a couple more years, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't own this one, but I think this one is, like, I think this would have been fun. Because, like, my brothers and I, we owned, like, garbage, like, Mario Bros. And Pac-Man on the 2600.
Retro garbage, am I right?
Yeah, and people in chat might not know that those are very bad on the Atari 2600, but they are.
Oh yeah. I don't recall Super Mario Brothers on the 2600.
It's not Super Mario Brothers. It's just Mario Brothers.
Well, I'd say it's super.
It's not very super. It's a game.
Mediocre Mario Bros. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 2600 Pac-Man is probably the worst version of Pac-Man that came out. It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
Like, it makes it makes E.T. look like a fully competent video game. Like, Atari 2600 Batman is bad. Or Batman. Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, I saw your Batman tweet. Yeah, that
wasn't
one's
an official game. Not official.
Yeah, it's not one we'll have here, I don't think.
Nope.
No.
I don't think there's any way to beat it. Wait. I'm sorry. I just know one of the screens and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, no, that's completely not appropriate for the stream. But if people have played it, they would know. Like, no, honestly, there's no goal in the game as far as I can tell. So no, Batman is not going to be on the screen.
No. No, we are here to play quality games like Chuck Norris Superkicks. So yeah, this was also, once they lost the license to the name, it was Kung Fu Superkicks. Is this Kung Fu? I don't really think it is, but fine. This game plays very fast and loose with martial arts.
Well, okay, so the manual mentions the type of Kung Fu that, karate.
Yeah, it's what he used, which was Tang Sudo. Yeah, so I guess it's not exactly karate or Kung Fu. Maybe it's got aspects. I looked it up, and it's a different thing. But
yeah, it's a little
whatever.
Tang Sudo. Yeah, the Kung Fu of karate, as chat says. That might be right. It's a Korean martial art based on karate. Wait. Okay, so you're going through China, fighting Yakuza and ninjas who throw Chinese stars, and you're using Korean martial art. This thing is... It's just a whole mesh of everything. This is too much.
Yeah, I haven't noticed if we passed by. One of the levels has like a flag in the background. It looks like some cannons. I tried to look up what flag it was supposed to be, but like it doesn't look like any...
That looks like the Russian flag. Why are you in Russia?
Yeah, it's blue, yellow, and red. Like I looked it up, and that's like no, it was like what was it?
Oh, that is yellow, not white. I thought it was blue, white, red.
Yeah, it's the flag of Rigel, which is one of the most northerly and low-lying Liechtenstein communities/municipalities with a population of 2,322 in 2019. Like, what? I'm sure it's supposed to be something, or maybe a generic flag of a war-torn country that we're in. I don't know. It's a flag.
I'd say it's Russia. They just made it yellow to... I don't know.
Oh,
maybe the sun setting.
Yeah, it's 1983. We're fighting, I don't know, we're fighting people. Someone says it's the Manchukuo War? Okay. Manchuria?
I think that is just a reference to Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we're somewhere.
No. Manchukuo. There we go. It's red, blue, white, and black. Maybe it was a puppet state of the Empire of Japan in northeast China and Inner Mongolia from 1932 till 1945. What?
Okay.
So wait, we're possibly in China, Japan, and Mongolia. Because
yeah,
of the
flag. Why not? We're just all over the place.
So basically in 1932, the Japanese invaded there, became a monarchy, and so that would make sense why there are ninjas in China. Whoa. Except the flag. Okay, I'm looking at the flag, and it's just the top left corner of the flag that has the stripes there. It's not the whole flag. So I'm going to say no to that. But we can go ahead and maybe, well, we'll say maybe to that. How about that? Put a pin in it. We might come back to it later.
I think we can make up whatever lore we like about this game.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm taking a look, by the way, at this company that made this game. Xonox, Xonox. Yeah, they're a palindrome. They didn't make a whole lot of games. They made Robin Hood and Sir Lancelot. They made a game called Ghost Manor, Spike's Peak, It's Only Rock and Roll, Slurpee. They made Slurpee? And then they made a lot of carts that were just combinations of two games. What the crap is Slurpee? For 1,000 years, the Cave Phantom has plotted revenge. By magic, it created viper birds, fang snakes, widowmakers, and creepers. Then it gave life to the Death Ball and Evil Eye. Okay, this is way too much for a game called Slurpee. Now, this demon army prepares to rise and cover the outer world, but not if Slurpee can help it.
Yeah, that's
oh
a
my
lot.
Gosh.
I like when these people went out of control with their manuals and their lore. Because these games like don't have much of anything in the games themselves, like to explain what's happening. So some of them just went out of control.
Oh my gosh, I love it. What is this? Why are you a Slurpee?
That's a good question.
You need to look up the box art, everybody. This is horrifying stuff.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my
like
gosh.
that.
And it
like
looks... I don't know. I like it. I'm a big fan of Slurpee, okay? He looks like a virus that sucks. A sucky virus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh yeah, so I should post in chat the back cover of the box of Chuck Norris Superkicks here. I just like this picture. It's cute. It's not really representative of the game, but it's cute. That jaunty little walk there.
Justin said I can't talk about Slurpee because this is a PG-13 stream, so...
Too early on a Saturday for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is like Saturday morning TV time for kids. Watch the wholesome Chuck Norris game here.
The wholesome Chuck Norris game, yeah. So, wait, I see Zonox, but also Telegames apparently worked on this. What is Telegames?
I think that they put this back out after they lost the license to Chuck Norris's name, so it became Kuso6rande.
Okay. Yeah, Kuso6rande, Telegames. They were located in Texas. Sister operation was in England. So they were probably the U.S. group that was able to bring things over, and if there were copyrighted things, they just stripped the copyright by literally not changing the game at all.
Yeah.
And just changing the cover.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing with these games. There's not enough detail to be able to say that it's actually Chuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
I do like that
sure.
the manual actually says Chuck Norris in air quotation marks, so it's like it's not actually saying it's Chuck. It's got
Oh no.
You are Chuck Norris.
This group, they did something with Bubble Trouble for Atari Lynx, and let's just say that they are on my watch list. I'm gonna watch for anything that they ever make and say no to it. Because holy crap. Yeah, I don't like that game. I really dislike that game. Tristan, you're never allowed to bring that game again unless somehow you do.
So we got Revimi's got a pretty good score going on here. He's got the brown belt.
Oh, nice.
We've seen the bottom two players get the brown belt, and I think it's only been those two. But time is the real limiter here. You got to be real careful with your time. So there's only a certain number of enemies in each section, but you have to defeat them as fast as you can so you can move on. It's let me check here. I think it's like 3 enemies in the first few sections, and then yeah, so there's 3 Yakuza, 3 Dorobo, 5 Ronin, 6 Tengu, 7 Goemon, and then Ninja are just like, I don't know, instant or something. When you get to the monastery at the end, as the black belt.
Okay, so I'm taking a look. If the flag is blue on the top, white in the middle, red on the bottom, then it would be Yugoslavia. We've gone to Yugoslavia. What? I don't know. Might make sense.
In 1983?
Sure. Does this say anything about that? Okay, because I believe this is screen 5. The path you are on moves into the foothills where the masked bandits Tengu make their attack. The Tengu are known to pounce on the unsuspecting traveler, but you quickly observe they are defending their lower bodies, shown by arm movement. And so a punch or super kick, if timed right, can be their undoing. Because they are masked, it is hard to read their intentions. Oh yeah, it sure is. So you must be quick, avoid running into their punches and their quickly thrown stars. You must get through the foothills as fast as you can, for time is running out. The Tengu Warriors are each worth 400 points, but you must defeat 6 of them in order to continue your way on the path to the monastery and receive your brown belt.
Yep.
Wait. What the crap? It's just weird. Because some of the areas talk about the various objects in the background, but that one's just like, nah, we're done. We're done trying to give any context.
Yeah, you're just in the foothills. That's all you need.
Yeah, those foothills.
So this game also came out on Commodore 64, ColecoVision, and what was it, the VIC-20? And I've looked at the videos of those, and like the graphics, they don't look better, but they look less geometric. Like they made the paths more winding or whatever. but they don't actually look better than this. So, and you know, I'm not here to give good graphics. I'm here to give the worst.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm finding a little bit more information because apparently while this was published by Zonox or whatever it is, by Xanax, it was developed, as the manual says, by the good people, by the creative designers at VSS Incorporated, Dallas, Texas. And VSS, it was started by programmer Ed Salvo and 3 other ex-Apollo employees who left the video game company Apollo when it folded, or a little bit before it folded. So Ed Salvo worked on other games like Double Dragon 5, The Shadow Falls, Glacier Patrol, Halloween, Mountain King, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's also for the 2600. Oh, are you familiar with that one?
Yeah, I have played that one. That is a game.
Lost Luggage. I love that he went from Lost Luggage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre like it's one single narrative.
Yeah. I love Lost Luggage, by the way. That one is just literally just like running around trying to get your luggage. And that's falling off the carousel. And like, I love some of these games for their concepts. They're certainly not long enough to be used for Kuso6rande or anything, but it's just like, why is this a game?
I love that.
Yeah, there's so many games like from this era that are just, why is this a game? I don't know, it's a game. Because you only needed like one person to decide, I'm gonna make a game. And you get something strange out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange though that, you know, I'm looking at a lot of these people who worked on games and you know, nobody was really credited for working on this, even though it probably was Ed Salvo or somebody else over there in Texas. Yeah. It's fascinating.
Nobody wanted to take credit for this game? It's unbelievable.
I'll take credit. Yeah, my game now. Yeah, I own Chuck Norris. Wow. But, you know, actually, I think that for 1983, this really isn't that bad. You know, it's not the best game in the world, but, you know, for that era, it was fine. And if you had the manual, that helps a lot. You know, back in 1983, you couldn't expect people to understand what was happening in video games without a manual. So the fact that we can actually see that these are people and that they're doing flips and that they punch and kick, that is almost revolutionary for the entire... Oh, only half joking there. Only half joking. So we're about 27 minutes into this. We haven't seen anybody get to the end of the game, but we could possibly. I think, like, looking at ReviewMe2 at the bottom right, he has made a good amount of progress here and has a lot of time left. That's the biggest thing, conserving time, because you don't have lives. You just die of old age. So you gotta save the famous political leader before you die of old age. And luckily, you know, I think that Chuck Norris is going to do it. I've got faith. Do. Wow. I love it. Okay, Big Mike, moving on to Yugoslavia. Beautiful country here with the green stripes and with the cannons. I think those might be guns. I mean, sorry. Cannons are essentially big guns anyway.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you for a bit. I had to reconnect.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'll just continue talking. I bet Hedge Maze is probably like going checking the mail or something like that.
Sorry about that. Just Discord being Discord or my headset being my headset. I don't know. One or the other.
Ooh, I'm taking a look at some of the reviews, by the way, about this game. That even some of the games that gave it lower, or some of the things that gave it lower points, they noted that the sound effects in this game sort of give it a little bit of flavor without being too annoying, and it's very hard to make the Atari 2600 sound not annoying. Like the walking around sound, yeah, it gives the feeling that you are walking around, but it's not like harsh.
Yeah, I like the nya 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 sound when you get knocked out, though.
I
Like,
kind of like
teasing
the. Is it Peter and the Wolf when you get to a new area, or
maybe?
I don't know. It's some weird thing. Yeah, getting knocked down is pretty great. Can you get knocked down by punches, or is it just the ninja stars?
I think just the ninja stars.
Well, then everybody needs ninja stars. Why are they trying to do anything else? Stop.
Yeah, I do like that all these different enemies from different, apparently, parts of Asia all have ninja stars.
I mean, you gotta. They work really well. Apparently, they're Chuck Norris's one weakness.
Yep.
Then again, if anybody threw a bladed object at me that spun and essentially was going to get lodged into my body, no matter what angle it's thrown, I probably would not like that. It would hurt.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would hurt. Yeah, I see someone in chat asking
Big
if they
Mike.
are stars or rocks. They are Chinese stars.
Big
They are
Mike, it's
Chinese
ninja
stars.
time, I think.
It's ninja time. Okay, we are finally at the monastery to rescue the famous leader.
Are these the ninjas?
Yes. Okay, so this is, at the moment, he's in the lead. So it's just, he's got to see how high a score he can rack up here.
They look
He's
like
got to keep fighting
Yakuza.
those ninjas. Yeah, they all look the same. But yeah, these are the ninjas, and they can start going invisible, and then they can start blinking in and out, like, faster.
Uh-oh.
And you really want to use your flip for these. Yep, there we go.
Nice flip. Well, I don't know. I guess getting knocked down while you're in the ninja room isn't too bad because they just do nya 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 and then you're back up, kicking them in the face again.
Yeah, once you're at this point, you're just trying to get the highest score you can before the time runs out.
You gotta save the leader. You gotta save the leader.
I do like that you actually never get to save the leader. Like, we're gonna assume that happens.
Wait, you never get to?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no end of the game. You're just gonna fight ninjas until you run out of time. That's the game.
This is so dumb.
I mean, just like canonically, Chuck just cannot win this game. Like, he cannot save the leader. Like, he's gonna be here until he gets overwhelmed with ninjas. Like, I really enjoy that. Like,
did you tell them they can't beat the game?
Yes.
Oh.
But yeah, I like that the people in chat are like, I didn't know this was a tragedy. Yeah, it's just it's a ninja score attack. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is like Hamlet right here, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody dies, nobody wins.
I mean, this is a real life lesson that, like, all effort is ultimately futile. That's what this game is trying to teach children.
You know, that would have been a helpful lesson for me when I was young. Hey, the manual says your timing and intuitive senses are most important, for even though ninja are camouflaged, they can still be defeated. Destroy all ninjas. And ninjas is in all caps. I love it.
Yeah, so they're worth 600 points each, so that's why this is now a score attack. But yeah, I like that this manual says a couple times to use your intuition to know which way on the road to go. There's no intuit. I mean, you're just guessing because it's random. Intuition. This game involves a lot. I mean, I like the boldness of just describing Atari 2600 game mechanics as intuition. Like, sure, that's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like maybe I shouldn't have told the players there's no ending. Let them figure that one out. But no, I told them.
I love it. I mean, fair enough. Oh, wait. Okay, there are helpful hints in the manual here. Everybody, pull out your pens. and paper or open up Notepad because you're going to want these helpful hints. Okay, 1, you must practice in order to learn the timing of karate. By the way, yeah, Big Mike, back to the beginning of the game, 187,100 points. That is the score. Definitely a good, solid start here.
Yeah, that was a solid score. He got there pretty early.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, you must practice in order to learn the timing of karate. Hint number 2, when using the thrust kick, stand with your head slightly higher than the enemy, then pull down on the joystick and press the fire button. So the helpful hint is how to play the game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When using the punch, stand with your head slightly lower than the enemy's shoulders, then push up on the joystick and press the fire button. It is easier to punch the enemies in the midsection than in the head. Okay. When using the somersault super kick, be sure to time your jump. You cannot defeat an enemy while in the middle of your super kick. You must complete the super kick, then kick the warrior. I love that, like, I don't know. Is the kick part of the super kick? Or is it after the super kick? Because if it's after the super kick, then it makes me think that it's not really that super of a kick.
Yeah, the manual's making it sound like you have to do both. I'm not sure.
Okay, hint number 5. Use the super kick to jump over stars, which are thrown at you in the harder fight screens. And finally, number 6, helpful hint. Good luck on your journey and practice.
Yeah, practice.
The first hint was practice.
Yeah, practice, practice, practice. That's the hint here.
Those aren't hints. Those aren't hints.
No.
Okay, let me just tell the fine people over in Dallas, Texas, yo, not everybody knows how to do karate like Chuck Norris, okay? Don't just say practice. Give, like, you know, you want to put your weight behind your kick. In order to actually do some real damage. Yeah. Simply put, slapping is only going to work if you are, like, rotating your body. And then you can slap, like, if you put your body into it, whoop-pow, you can slap somebody to the ground.
You have some good tips.
Yeah.
We learn a lot on Kuso6rande.
Look, I did a little kung fu, okay? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Woo.
Could you rescue the famous leader?
I bet I'd do more than a freaking super kick.
Okay. Cool.
Although, ninja stars, I'd just wear chainmail. Yeah. Not gonna pierce the chainmail. And chainmail can give me a little more heft with my physical strikes. Whoop-ah.
It's a good strategy. I haven't heard of any chainmail.
Maybe I'd
ninjas.
wear, like, aluminum chainmail, though, because it can get a little bit heavy. Aluminum can be fine, you know? It won't last too long. It'll get a little bit damaged, but it'll stop a few ninja stars, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Or I could... There are people who are developing, like, fabrics that are as strong as Kevlar at protecting you, see? And it would be super light. So I'm going to get one of those, okay? I'm going to go to the online store and order 5 of those Kevlar thingies. Hey, Reevy Me Too at the bottom right is also on to the Endless Ninja Fight. Big Mike has returned there. Honestly, right now, it's between those two to see who can get the highest score. I'm curious to see if Mon Hunzer or Salmon Buffalo
You got some good names.
I like that name. Salmon Buffalo.
Good
Glub,
name.
glub, glub, glub.
Mike's got a lot of time here.
Oh, yeah. 5 minutes to fight ninjas? Ninjas can't even, like, show their faces for 5 minutes before being embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I love the animations. They just make me laugh.
The You know, the people animations for that time period, they're actually pretty decent. I like them. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
we've had games that were just like squares, and that's your person.
I mean, Thomas Was Alone, that's a modern game, and that's just squares.
Yeah.
They could have at least put arms and legs on those squares, right? Like this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking a good square. Squares can be good sometimes, but yeah, this one's pretty good. I like her just the frantic running is so funny. And I like how the manual says you're supposed to be able to tell like which attacks, which weaknesses each one has by looking at them. I don't know if you can really tell, but sure.
You gotta watch their arms. If they flail in a specific way, I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what it says about the ninjas. Okay. It says always use the somersault kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The ninja who are protecting their lower bodies can be overcome by a punch. Those protecting upper bodies are vulnerable to a thrust kick. I don't see any difference, okay? It looks like they're not protecting anything.
Yeah. I don't know. They're using their ninja powers, though.
Actually, chat brings up a really important point. I don't know of any virtual reality games that use like martial arts or anything like that. Can you? Like, there are lots with guns.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know a lot of VR games, but yeah, I don't know.
Other people in chat saying that they'd play this game in VR, and I imagine it would look exactly like this, except from the perspective of Chuck Norris. You know, you have blocky ninjas with wiggling legs running at you. That'd be great. Okay, 3Hems is saying in chat that there's no foot tracking yet. Yeah, that's kind of important when it comes to martial arts. What you could do is get a couple more controllers and just tape them to your feet. Ooh. Or like, what does Ring Fit Adventure? They make you tape it to your ankle or something. You know, you pull out the masking tape, just wrap it around, put it there, and then bam, you're on to an adventure to become fit and possibly a ring-like shape.
Okay, so we got to tell Nintendo. We know about Ring Fit 2. It's got to be Chuck Norris Superkicks edition.
Ring Fit 2 Chuck Norris Superkicks.
We're gonna make so much money on this. We have the ideas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the Big Mike is still in the lead here.
Yeah, Big Mike is doing really well here.
Vimy 2 is the only other person who made it to the ninja level.
I feel like most of the players are going to get there, though. Like,
yeah.
Salmon Buffalo and Mon Hunzer, they're definitely struggling a little bit more to get used to it. But at the same time, all you need is one good push in order to get caught back up here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this by score, because anyone can try and get back into this.
I hate it. You make it all the way up there, and the branch only appears when it's right in front of you. It's so dumb.
Yeah, and you can't cut through the grass or anything.
Uh-oh, I'm getting informed that, Revimi... Yeah, what was Revimi? 184,000. Big Mike was 187,000. So, yeah, it's just a very slim lead for Big Mike at this point. Revimi, by the way, is Rearview Mirror on Discord, and he has come and played some of the games like Sonic Free Riders and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, over on Don't Make Us Bored. Those were a blast to have. I had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to see some of those games that are using some kind of motion controls or physical controls.
Yeah, I was wondering how he'd do doing blind races here, you know, where he hasn't played or seen the game before, and he's doing pretty respectable at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always wondering with like this kind of era, I think a lot of the competitors may not have played games like this, but it's neat to see how different people will do.
You just start to the face. The thing is, one helpful thing that the players don't know is that ninjas are all worth 600 points in this screen, so even if you take a shuriken to the face, whatever, that gives you more time to fight the ninjas. Or
Yeah.
no, it doesn't give you more time, it just...
Gives you more score.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your score at all. You just
Yeah.
get hurt a little bit and fall down. So no need to dodge other than not wanting to waste a second or two. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you just want to make sure you take out as many as you can.
180,000 points, not enough to pass his old score, but his old score is still considered first place at this point.
Yeah, a little surprising. He had like 6 minutes to spare in that one, but he didn't pass his other record. But he's still in the lead.
Well, I think that... Actually, I'm a little bit curious about how many points you can earn early on, because if you can earn points earlier on, and a significant number of them, fighting enemies that don't disappear, that could be huge. What they may consider doing is fighting a couple of these guys on like the Yugoslavia screen and then taking a shuriken so that they get a refight with a good amount of time left. That's a potential grinding for point strat that could work.
Yeah, that could be a strategy. As long as you find like an enemy that has a attack that you feel like you are well versed with, go for that if you think that will help.
Someone in chat is saying that you lose 30 seconds for getting killed, and while that may be true, if you can still kill them faster than the invisible ninjas, then it may be worth it.
Yeah, it could be worth it.
Because those invisible ninjas are a huge pain to deal with.
Yeah, and they just get faster.
Salmon Buffalo, by the way, making a really good push on this attempt. Only a minute and 10 seconds left, but I don't know, if you can still manage to get to the ninja area and set a high score, that is significant. Yeah, Reaving Me, by the way, bottom right, look at this, 118,000 points going into the ninja fight, 168,000 points. We could potentially see a lead change right here.
Yeah, that's a solid score.
Yeah, and since the ninjas don't start by camouflaging, yeah, that's great. I love it. Just take the ninja on the bottom over and over again. It's a good strat. I like it.
If it works, it works. Yep.
Smebelbear is asking if you can walk back and forth and fight unlimited path battles, and I'm not sure if you can.
I think just if you can get them to spawn.
Yeah, I tried doing that a little bit when I was playing on my own just because I wanted to see, but I didn't notice that being a thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's completely unlimited. And you lose time every time. Poor Chuck, who can't go around these logs and grass.
Oh, Mr. Norris. Wow.
So I think Salmon Buffalo is in third. I don't know what score. But
Salmon Buffalo got a
right
really high score, 100-something thousand. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I've seen Mon Hunzer up to that at this point. Now, Salmon Buffalo and Mon Hunzer are new to the tournament. Big Reaving Me at the bottom right is as well. Big Mike has played before and generally does pretty well. I think that, you know, when people come and play in Kuso6rande for the first time, they never really know how they're going to do until they have a match. So it's kind of fascinating. Usually they think, oh, I'm going to get destroyed, and then bam, you suddenly have a newbie who is way too good at random video games, and you're like, how did you get this good? And there's no clear answer. They're just that good.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what games you'll click with, and you might have a really good run in Kuso6rande, even if you didn't expect it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shuriken to Reaving Me too on the bottom right. Mon Hunzer is starting the game over. Honestly, at this point, the players pretty much have one attempt left to really make a high score.
Yeah, try and make one good push here. Yeah, I see someone in chat saying, "How did I get so good at bad games? I can never afford good games." Yeah, it's like, why have I said that I grew up with Atari 2600, even though I probably don't sound old enough? My brothers had one, and we didn't have a lot of money, so I had one.
Yeah, the two genres that I deal really well with are... What am I thinking? Oh, puzzle games or old as butts games.
Yeah.
And this is the old as butts genre that I probably would do relatively well when it comes to a Kuso6rande match. But that's also because I've had a lot more experience with Atari than most of the people jumping into the matches here. Nobody really expects an Atari game, and then when they get them, it's always a surprise, and it's always hilarious to see them struggle with things that I struggled with my entire life.
Yeah, I like when Cadis posts in the match channel like a picture of Atari controller, because some of these people aren't really don't really know what this console is.
And whenever I see it, I'm like, yeah, that was my childhood.
Yep, one button. You got one button.
One button. When it came to some of the later Atari consoles, you had a joystick with maybe two buttons.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe,
if you're being generous. But yeah, these controllers now that have like 16 buttons on them or whatever, I don't know. Who needs that?
You don't.
No.
Okay, you need at least two buttons. Like NES had it fine. I'd say Super Nintendo was fine. Like having four face buttons is okay. Having the two shoulder buttons, that's pretty much all you really need, okay? And past that, it's just, I don't know. Starts getting confusing.
So Revimi got 182,000. That doesn't pass his previous record here. Mike is still on another good run here.
True.
I don't know if that's going to beat his previous.
Yeah, I can deal with four shoulder buttons as well. It's just occasionally I forget which button does what. There's the one controller, I believe it was for ColecoVision or something, that essentially looked like a telephone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the paddle was weird.
I love the paddles.
Really?
Yeah, I have a box of weird Atari peripherals. Who doesn't love weird peripherals? The paddle was good for some games.
Okay. Honestly, I think the controller that I like the most, it's one that my dad got for Atari 800 XL. Essentially, it was a joystick, but the hand part actually felt a lot closer to what you see like in movies when people use a joystick for planes or for different machines. Like, it fit your hand comfortably. You had a button on top that you could use with your thumb and a trigger button for your finger. And if you were playing a 2-button Atari game, that was pretty much the optimal control, or the optimal joystick to use. It was great.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like the actual Atari 2600 controller is not very good, like in terms of how well it holds up. But I have my favorite that I have are these Wiko controllers, which are like metal and hard plastic, like they're from an arcade.
The reason I didn't really like the original Atari joystick so much, like I'll still play with it, yeah, fine, but it hurts your hands after a while.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's very stiff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this might be Salmon Buffalo's highest score so far. think he's still in third.
Good. Let me see if I can find a picture of the joystick that I really liked. Oh, here it is. Okay. I share with everybody here in chat. That is the good joystick, okay? That is the one that if you had, you were happy, okay? That fulfilled your life. Guess what? You don't have to look at the hierarchy of needs because you got it all in one. 403 Forbidden Air. Well, okay, fine. Let me find a different picture. You know what? Ha! Guess what? You don't get to have your life fulfilled anymore because I got it. My life, I win. Forbidden. Okay, let me see if I can find a different picture of the joystick that I can share.
Yeah, didn't we have a 403 error last time I was on when we were looking at something up? Gotta get all the weird errors.
There, I shared another picture of it. And hopefully that one works. Okay, we've got 4 minutes left, everybody. 4 minutes left to see if anybody can get a high score. Monhunzer, unfortunately, looks like this is probably going to be the end of an attempt here. Only 13 seconds left. And with a random encounter in a way, it's just not going to be enough time to get past this. So I feel like Monhunzer is going to be coming in fourth here. Still, first attempt at Kuso6rande. You know, you never know how you're going to do. I always assume that I'm in fourth and that I'm going to take fourth. And if I get better than fourth, I'm like, wow, that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly no shame in coming in fourth or third or anything in here. Like, everyone here is doing a great job.
Rearview mirror, backtracking a little bit. Like, rearview mirror has 69,000 points. I don't know if there's enough time to get to the ninja fight, but if there is, then Rearview Me 2 could potentially move into the lead. I don't know. It's going to be very close.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I am happy with how the players did, though. Everyone's got pretty far.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I think that, you know, compared to these days where, you know, you're choosing between the Xbox controller or the PS4 controller, they all feel pretty good. Back then, it was choosing between various controllers that either didn't respond as well or that would give you blisters and your hands would ache for days. You know, you just had to choose between those. Guess what? Rubber existed back then. Why didn't they use it?
Yeah, like my fiance and I were looking at some of these like first generation like and you know second generation like game console controllers, and it's very interesting seeing what these different companies were trying to like think a home controller should look like. You know, like do you take cues from arcades or you try and make it more like a furniture kind of thing, or like how do you decide to build this when it's such a new concept?
You make it so that your hands don't hurt for days, okay?
Yeah, a lot of them didn't succeed at that.
No, it wasn't really like even the Super Nintendo controller, if you use it enough, it makes your hands hurt. Like N64 started to get less of that, but then, you know, you'd end up with blisters because of the stick. I'd say really GameCube was about the first time that you could play a game and not cry if you spent more than an hour playing a game.
Well, it depends on the quality of the game. Might still be crying anyway.
Well, okay, but you're not crying because your hands hurt.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, I also do love the wooden paneling that came with games. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta make it look like furniture to match your home.
It kind of matched our home, to be honest. You know, our grandparents had wooden paneling. We didn't have wooden paneling in the house, but we had a TV that was in a wooden case, you know?
Oh yeah, so did we. We had a minivan with the wood paneling on the side.
Oh, Reaving Me is so close to the end, but it's not gonna be
Not gonna be
enough. So close. Oh, Big Mike getting to the end fight as well right here. I think that we have seen everything that we will see. Yeah, Mario Party was basically the biggest cause of blisters in the middle of your hand. All of us got those as kids.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Us. Yeah. And everybody, that is time. That is the end of the match. Celebrate a little bit. Do a little dance. It's over.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and confirm Big Mike takes the victory today. Reaving Me second, Salmon Buffalo appears to have taken third, and Mon Hunzer takes fourth. Honestly, this was a lot of fun to watch. I really enjoyed this game. Yeah, how do you think they did?
Yeah, I think they all did good. They certainly did better than I would. But yeah, we had three of them get to the. I think we had three of them get to the ninja part. Yeah, we had some good. Attempts here.
Yeah, I think Rearview Mirror is a little bit surprised that he managed to take second, and that is not a surprise to me because everybody's surprised if they do well on their first match. Hey, it looks like Big Mike is going to come talk to us, so come on in, the Big Mike. Hello there.
Hello.
I know Kung Fu.
Well, congrats. How did you learn it?
By pressing up and down a lot.
Yeah.
And randomly learning how to ninja kickflip.
Yeah, I appreciate how that one just changes from a block to a super kick halfway through the game.
And then that's just all you use the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's the ultimate move.
Yes, it's a good move. Okay. Like, honestly, I want to learn how to do a kickflip like that in real life. I'm not, I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I'm going to land on my head.
Well, don't land on the grass, because that'll kill you.
Yeah, I won't touch the grass.
The grass is very sharp and dangerous.
So
you got those guys with the lawnmowers.
Walk me a little bit through this game. What are your thoughts about it?
Well, it's really weird that if you, like, 1 pixel overlap the grass, you just stop moving and lose all of your time. It's just so weird.
Yeah, that's why I had to give this out.
Yeah, I think it's, too, when you start getting to the branching paths, if you get 2 in a row that are the, like, crack in the ground that you have to go back on, just reset. Yeah. If you're doing a race. Because I think my best run, I was basically just able to go right up the middle with no real hesitation. And then, of course, the end boss are a bunch of invisible people. However, with the projectiles they were throwing, at this point, I'm guessing I was against an evil cabal of Major League Baseball pitchers.
I like that idea.
Canonically, they were ninjas throwing Chinese stars, possibly somewhere in Yugoslavia. I'm not 100% sure. Like, that's what
I like
the
evil
flag
pitchers
looked like.
better, though.
The evil
yeah, I like
pitchers.
that better, too.
Yeah, well, it's something that's really overlooked in baseball. The cloaking devices definitely help.
Straight out of, what is it, Super Mega Baseball 2000?
Super Baseball 2020 was like that.
Yeah, that one.
I love that one.
I was kind of thinking of Blaseball, but, those as well.
Yeah, any kind of weird baseball is good.
Yeah, Blaseball just has black holes and floods coming and washing everybody away right now. I just started getting back into that recently, and it's like, wow, things have changed. And yet it's still the same game. But oh, they changed. Okay, anyway, Mike, yeah, where would you put this on a rating, good, bad? What do you feel?
I'm going to have to put this in the upper range of good for what I've played in Kuso so far.
Okay, that's saying something, especially for an Atari 2600 game.
It is. I really think the kickflip changed the game. Once you get that, it actually becomes kind of fun trying to just dodge all nimbly-bimbly over the baseballs.
Yeah, I do think this one's fun. I wasn't too mean today.
But it does control not so well.
No.
Yeah, and honestly, like, getting used to the fight controls took me a little time. Big Mike, you're lucky. I actually played this game and just randomly earlier this week, so I had a little experience with it. I guess
nice.
that really doesn't affect you, but I guess I was lucky enough to experience it as well. And for the Atari 2600, I would say this was a very competent game. Good by today's standards? No, not really. But for the Atari 2600 standards, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very ambitious.
Well, cool. So I have to ask, are you streaming anything over at your channel these days? Anything that you do outside of Kuso6rande?
Oh, me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, entirely random stuff. I've been doing a lot of Metroidvanias for March. Other than that, a little bit of retro with the whole RGL TV thing that I do also. And then,
oh, yeah.
I don't know, maybe learning a Godzilla speedrun or two finally.
Oh my gosh, which Godzilla?
Maybe NES.
Okay, but which Godzilla on NES?
The first one. Godzilla 2 on NES is just, no.
Oh, trust me, I know. I played that a lot as a kid, and I hate Godzilla 2. Oh my gosh.
And that's an okay feeling to have.
Yeah, I bought it. Instead of buying Swords and Serpents, I decided to buy Godzilla 2, and life's never been the same. Critical
miss.
Other people would say that, I avoided something that was really bad as well. It's bad in different ways, in enjoyable ways, I'd say. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Enough about Godzilla 2. Yeah, thank you so much, Big Mike. Thank you, Hedgemates, for choosing this game. I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, and thank you. See you in round 2.
All right, see ya. Take care.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Oh, everybody, this is Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Big thank you to everybody who has subscribed, who has followed. I do see that Korn and Mifa Rivia both subscribed recently. Thank you so much. Generally, once we get to the brackets, we give out over $2,000 worth of prizes. I try to up it a little bit each year just to keep things a little bit spicier, and all of that helps. All of that helps cover those prices. So thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna run a quick ad and be right back to reveal the second game, maybe. And I'll say maybe after we're back from the break. I'll explain that. Be back in a minute. Well, everybody, welcome back to Kuso6rande. Let me explain what's happening right now. We're trying to get the next game working. There have been some technical issues, so we are possibly switching from one game to a different one, and I hope that means that we're dishing out even more pain. So go ahead and relax a little bit. We don't want to reveal anything that is not going to happen. Chill a little bit. I was gonna say make a little love, but please don't do that in my Twitch chat, okay? You can go ahead and do that in some private chat, not even on DMs, okay? Take it to a different website. Different website. No starting fires, Glitch Witch. No. No.